everybody, and welcome to the COACP podcast. I'm Dan, and with me today are my good friends. Fellas, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourselves?
I'm Starfacto from an alternate dimension.
I'm Grassy. I like being in episodes that aren't lost.
Yo, my name's Diego, aka Deck Guy at Bleacher Cat on Twitter, and I'm gonna get yelled at today.
I have some special announcements before we start the show, guys. So this is episode 5. This is our take 2 of episode 5 because Diego lost some of the last recording, so we're doing it again.
Yeah, I'll spare the people the boring details, and I'll just say that I'm very stupid. I think that's really all you need to understand.
Yeah, like this is completely on him, and we even lost valuable readings of fan mail because of Diego. Sorry, Psyker.
Yeah, I don't remember what my actual announcements were.
I do remember that one sucked. Okay, we did lose some valuable things, such as Star completely fucking up the intro. It was very funny.
But, I did fuck up the intro of the episode.
Accidents happen, and we're gonna move past them because we understand it's not that big a deal.
All right,
well, there's one more thing I need to say, and I think it's really funny that our take 2 of episode 5 has the same exact cast of people, because 2 times in a row, Rusty has bailed.
Yeah. So we're not going to talk a lot about the lost episode 5 because there's no point, but like, at the end of episode 5, we were like, oh yeah, Star won't be here next week, and that Rusty will be here, and Rusty did, and Star showed up. So it's the same cast. It's really just take 2.
Like listeners, you can just pretend this whole thing didn't happen, and I'm free of blame
No.
ever.
Psyker, if you're listening out there, make sure to send hate mail, death threats, all of that to Diego's DMs. I will personally tell you his Discord details if you ask.
Psyker, you got spared because we...
Psyker, I don't know who you are. I don't know who you are. I gotta say, Star deciding to read your entire message out loud on a podcast was a stupid idea by him, and I'm sorry that he thinks that's funny.
No. Yes, we fucking tore your message apart, so you should be a little glad that we didn't do that.
Yeah.
Speaking of fan mail, I just really quick, because this was also lost in the last episode, but like, as a really quick aside, send more. Like, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we brought this up last time. Yeah, please send us more info, more comments.
Any topics?
Give us feedback. Tell us what you think.
Give us things we can kill time with during this hour that we spent here.
Yeah, because everyone always rejects my topics, and then everyone's like, "Shit, guys, what do we talk about?"
Star, what topics you got today?
Topics? Yeah, you got topics today, Star?
I only thought of one topic today, but do we have any more introductory stuff before I just pop off? And by pop off, I say one thing.
I just want to say, I want to talk about your topics last time, because you're like, I had so many good topics. First of all, it was 2 of them, and one of them was man, isn't the idol industry so bad?
Yeah,
that was one of them, and we were just like, I don't fucking care.
Yeah, you guys don't know how to fucking talk about shit. You gotta pretend to care.
We don't.
Why should I pretend to care about a thing that nobody wants to hear, that everyone has heard in their entire life? You don't need The idol industry is bad. Mind-breaking revelations. I can't believe it.
We will pretend to care when you give us something that we think would be entertaining.
3 topics, mind you. That one was thrown out. We had the whole, blue argument. And then, we should stop talking about last week's episode. We're just reminiscing of the goddamn past.
Yeah, we're gonna stop.
Oh yeah, all-you-can-eat buffet is kind of cringe, but that's a TLDR.
That was a buffet
That
episode!
Was a good topic.
Oh, man!
That was a good topic.
Yeah, that was the best part of that episode.
Okay.
So we're not going to talk about it. Talk about it. Y'all missed it. Sorry.
Yeah. You're not missing much. It wasn't a great episode. But...
It was we ended... The last thing is we ended that episode. We left this channel. I think I immediately went, I think that's our weakest episode yet, guys.
Oh, yeah, no. It's kind of funny that it got lost, all things considered. Yeah. However...
Yeah.
Wrapping up talk about that stuff.
Yeah. Go to your
Does anyone have anything they want? Okay. Guys, we're all college-aged people. So
we're all in college. Why did you say it weird?
So every person by the time they finish college or by the time they're in college has had to deal with this at least once in their life?
Sure.
Settlers of Catan.
Nope.
I have.
You lost me.
I have
Oh,
done with
you're
this.
lucky.
I have. This is true.
You got two out of 4. Good job.
I've heard of this board game before, but it's never interested me, so I never played it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Dan, so you know like how it's like the most popular like thing out there, right?
No?
Like every
No.
What?
every college kid like is like, bro, have you ever heard of this game,
No.
Settlers of Catan?
Where the fuck
You really
are
are
you
from
going
an
to
alternate
college?
universe. What?
This is like normies across the nation that I've spoken to. They're like, Settlers of Catan is the greatest shit ever. No, Catan sucks. Why do normies like the most boring ass board games ever?
No, every time I've been to like with people in college, it's like, hey, if you want to play a card game, they pull out like Cards Against Humanity or some other dirty card game because people don't know how to have fun.
Oh yeah, no.
Cards Against Humanity is fun. Come on.
No, Cards Against Humanity gets old after like 1 or 2. Like the novelty wears off of playing like once or twice with the first time you ever play with a group of friends.
It's just fucking it's just fucking it's so random.
Yeah,
but
like,
with like a dirty word.
It's literally like
it's not that
Scooby-Doo
funny.
villain of like you have the offensive card game like in the ghost costume, and then you peel off the mask and it's just random equals funny because that's what always wins.
Yeah.
Cards Against
That
Humanity
was a-
would be so much better if it was just like only blank cards. But you know what? That would be called just pull up Quiplash or any other game.
And Quiplash
Yeah.
isn't even that good, so yeah, I get your point.
Yeah, no, Quiplash kind of sucks.
I get your point, yeah.
Like if I typed out like babies shitting themselves and demons coming out like on a Quiplash prompt, everyone would think that's the stupidest thing ever. I would get 0 votes, and someone putting the word "cum" would get 4 votes, even if people are tired of, even if the like joke "cum" has been used 10 times that night. And yet, these are the cards that win Cards Against Humanity.
Yeah.
So on my end, you cut for a little bit, so I just heard, if I wrote baby shitting, and then there was like a full second of silence, and I was very confused.
Maybe it's just like the website that you can play Cards Against Humanity on, because I don't play like it physically that often. But I swear to God, a lot of the problem is that like, besides the fact that the cards by and large are not always that funny together, more so not. I feel like I also always get like the same hand of cards. Like there's always that fucking Obama card. Like it's always there. Like I need more expansions.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
to be fair, the Obama card is like probably the funniest card.
You know, we're talking about Cards Against Humanity, and I gotta mention, this is not gonna be entertaining, I think, but I'll talk about it anyway. I gotta mention the greatest Cards Against Humanity play I've ever experienced. It was by Star Factor here several years ago, where he got the prompt, behind every great man stands blank, and answered John Wilkes Booth. And I think about that somewhat often.
That bangs? That's bang. That's funny.
Yeah, that big.
That's funny because it makes sense. That's funny because it makes sense.
Good job, Star. You probably
That's
don't
funny.
remember this.
It would be better than if it was something like an Asian with a machine gun. That's the kind of card you get on Cards Against Humanity. It would not be that funny if it was that.
See, here's the thing, right,
Yeah.
Diego? I don't remember it like actually happening, but like ever since we started talking again, you like make sure to remind me.
Yes,
every
I
3 months.
brought this up
and I
at
get, like-
least. Okay, I brought this up 3 times at most. Which would be every 3 months, you're right, actually.
And like every time, it gets a hearty chuckle out of me. He's like, I always forget.
Yeah,
and
it's,
then I remember.
it's
That's
great.
like, damn, I was actually pretty funny that one time.
That's pretty funny that one time.
Yeah, you used to be funny. What happened, bro?
Yeah, what happened?
Listen, I'm still funny. Have you seen everyone on Twitter.com just laughing their asses off when I tweet, I'm not a liar, I'm a harp?
No?
Gets them every time.
Me when I lie?
I've seen people laughing at you whenever you cook food.
Yeah, I see that. Well,
Oh.
honestly, no. It's more like blind, like white hot rage usually when
Yeah.
he shows his
Yeah,
food
no, I don't think people typically laugh at it. Like, the angriest I've ever seen people, I think, aside from the person who, like, called me a Nazi in DMs on Twitter once,
out. Yo.
I think my food is the angriest I've ever seen people get at me.
Now, were you being a Nazi?
No, the Mecha Thread. The Mecha Thread. How could you forget?
Yeah, probably the Mecha Thread.
It was the Mecha Thread.
Oh, is that why you got DM'd the Nazi thing?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
For reference, for all the people who don't know about Star's Mecha Thread, he made a really obvious bait Twitter thread where he talked about how shitty Mecha is for like, what was it, like 30 tweets?
It was, I think there was 21 or 22 points and then an intro and concluding tweet. You know what, just link the thread
Yeah.
and like the
I
description
will.
this week.
No, I will. But I want to describe it because it's very funny. Because you were like, first of all your points were total bullshit. It was just entirely bullshit. But like, also all the pictures you attached were mostly like, there's a couple of them that were from Mecha Anime that you were like, yeah, this is a good show, and it's
Yeah, I only explain it as at that point you had like a 3x3 or something as your pin, and you had Gurren Lagann on there, and people were just like, "Oh, that's the part that's trolling. The thread is serious."
Yeah, no, like it was really funny. They're like, "Oh, he's just being ironic about what he likes."
Like detecting the irony and just fucking like missing the mark is very funny. Just hitting the wrong fucking target. So yeah. This is turning into a we think we talk about Star and him being cool conversation, and we got to veer away from this actually.
Look, we gotta give credit where credit's due. It was a very funny thread because of the reaction.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, and like some of the biggest people out there, like Triple Q, Grums, like other big names, like quote retweeted.
The biggest people out there.
Who the fuck is Grums?
No, I know both of those people.
Who is Grums?
Grums is a former Blizzard dev, and he's like a kind of big guy on Twitter.
Yeah, like no, he's actually like pretty big. Like he's like the Warcraft guy.
Yeah, but who the fuck is he?
Oh, so that's why I don't know about him, bro. Like, fucking Warcraft, bro. That's just crazy.
I'm so glad. Like, there's no hate to FF14 fans. I'm so glad none of you guys play FF14.
Oh no, I'm so glad none of you guys play FF14.
Yeah, MMO'S put me to sleep. It's just an automatic thing.
It's too much for my monkey brain.
Listen, FF14,
Yeah.
I need you. I still need you to give me back my friends.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
Like you kind of have. I still talk to those Final Fantasy 14 friends like on the regular, but I need you to give them back to me.
Yeah, free our friends.
I think I like permanently lost one friend because of FF14. Not that like there was any bad blood between us. I just didn't see him for a year because of it.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Now, like then like the FC becomes their body and blood, and it's just like, man.
So I remember Tad has spends like 18 hours a day in FF14. The only time he's not in there is when he's at work.
I hate how much like I'll be on Twitter and someone will mention a thing about a raid they're doing but not specify it's 14, but I can tell now because of how much people fucking tweet about it. It's like, oh yeah, those are all 14 terms. I know that. It's like, I hate that I know that. I don't fucking want to know that.
I also hate that I know, like, listen, hearing about fucking quicksand has to be like, the fact that I know about people ERPing sex in quicksand in Final Fantasy XIV is a mortal crime against humanity.
Oh shit.
Yeah. A card against human.
Yeah, you know, like, okay, you probably know this account that I'm talking about, but like, for a while, this person was playing like Final Fantasy XIV, still are.
For sure.
And like, I don't know what the fuck's going on, but like, dungeons in FF14 are like called like P and a number and then S. Like, I don't know what that fucking stands for. For a long time, they were like stuck on P5S, and that fucked me up so hard.
Yeah, no,
because it's Persona 5 Strikers, right? Like, come on.
No, yeah. Anytime it's anytime.
It's
yeah,
like,
I also
tweeting about this. I know one's reading it.
Yeah, I feel you.
Okay, Grass,
Yeah.
I gotta make a confession. I thought you said, like, instead of P blank S, I thought you said P blank Ness. So I thought like you were saying for like a P3 Ness joke, for like a penis joke. Not like a joke, like
they
Final
honestly
Fantasy
should
players
do
like,
that,
tweeting
actually.
out penis every day.
Yeah, they're tweeting out penis. They should, yeah. Any people that play Final Fantasy 14, if you're running whatever the fuck that is, can you say write penis instead?
Yeah. If you're playing Final Fantasy 14, I don't judge you. You know, I'm sure it's a good game. I just can't get into it, and I miss my friends.
I miss my friends.
Yeah.
If you're playing League of Legends, I do judge you. I hate League of Legends.
Yeah,
don't
like
listen to our
14 isn't like a game that I go, oh, that's dog shit. People that play it, so it's just like, man, I wish people weren't just doing that 24 hours a day.
If I played it, honestly, I mean, I don't know. Maybe like it's a trick. Maybe I'm right now considering like, oh, I'm just gonna play for the story that people say is good, and then I'll like get halfway through and be like, I want to play the rest of this game. Like maybe it's a trick in that way. I've tried the free trial, and so far I see nothing about like the game besides the story that appeals to me. Like navigating the fucking hub world is a fucking mess. You walk through like a corridor of different shops that I don't understand right now, and there's like people all over the place. There's fucking like text all over the screen. That's just how MMOs are. But it's like holy shit. It's like I don't get the appeal of anything else currently.
No, so I have multiple friends that are just like, oh, I just play that for the story. You know, like when there's no story, I don't really care. And then I'll ask them what's going on. They're like, oh, I've been grinding for the cosmetic item for 2 days. And it's like, what?
Yeah, no,
what happened?
Everyone who says they're just playing for the story is full of shit. Like, I am going to be very open about the fact that if I like played Final Fantasy 14, if I got suckered in that time that I was going to play the free trial, I would be a Final Fantasy 14 head, and thank God I'm not.
See, I don't know how far you'd make it into the free trial, because like I've touched that free trial like I didn't try it one time and then stop. I've gone back to it like multiple times. I just cannot get like past any progress at all. Like every fucking time.
My soul's been craving for an MMO. Like there's rumors of a Monster Hunter MMO in the works, I think, and I think that thing will just demolish my free time.
That sounds more fun.
Now, Star doesn't show up for the podcast for like 4 weeks, so you know why.
Okay.
Yeah, we know.
For one, that's like way off in the future, if anything. For two,
Dan's setting up a trap because Star's probably not going to be here this next week.
Yeah.
For two, oh yeah.
I set up for 2. This is your 3.
For 3.
Okay.
For 3. See, unlike other people, I can like actually stick to a commitment most of the time. I can be bro. Oh, I can take an hour off of a video game to do something I scheduled, like a functional human being.
What's he talking
That's
about?
crazy, bro.
You know what I fucking hate is when like a big game's coming out and people have to make this like Twitter thread where it's like, if you don't see me for a couple weeks, it's because of this. It's like, bro, who cares? No one wants to see you anyway.
Okay.
It also like
they're
also like never. This also never happens because the people that post that are the most fucking terminally online people you know, so they never actually leave when they say that.
Also, let's just get this out of the way. They're not just like not going offline. They are, and they're like not just tweeting either. They are constantly tweeting about the game that they are playing that they said they're going offline for. Like half the time, I either am like, okay, I don't care enough about this game to avoid spoilers for it, or I have to like go and mute their specific hashtag for the game that's like has their username built in, and it's just like
I love hashtags where your fucking at's integrated in it. Like, how many people are actually looking up that hashtag? Who the fuck cares?
Yeah.
Well, it's for muting. How that works is for people to mute it.
But just put it under
the
general...
okay, that makes sense.
Listen, I'm glad it's become like less popular in the like recent times, but hey, ass wipes. Just use the general spoiler tag. I don't want to have to mute 10 tags because one of my friends decides to retweet your shitty game spoiler into my feed.
I get it, but when I went through Higurashi, I made my hashtag Higurashi, and that was like awesome. Like that banged.
Okay, that is awesome.
See, for one, that's awesome.
Sounds alright.
And for two, you know
also,
just as well
I think that
no one's the only people who follow your account are us, and no one's going to be retweeting your live tweets.
Yeah, it's a different scenario. Also, I think for VNs it can be fine because if you're live tweeting a VN, you're probably going to make like 3 billion tweets. So like, it is good to have like them under a thing. I think.
I still generally think just using a general spoiler tag, unless you're like on a specific specific live tweet account like Grass is. Like, just use the general spoiler tag.
Grass does use like his dedicated spoiler account, so for him it's like
I don't think I've ever used like a hashtag on any
I
of
would
tweets,
say don't,
which I probably
because
should. I
hashtags
just
are
don't.
ugly.
Sure.
Now, hashtags are lame, and the only time I ever use them is like when I'm trying to like bait engagement.
Why are you trying to bait engagement, bro? What's going on?
I like movies where they like have people tweeting and they always end it with like hashtag blessed.
That's not real.
Hashtag living my new life, and it's like nobody does.
I
no.
I love the Nickelodeon show Victorious.
Listen,
yeah, exactly what I was thinking of.
No, I knew people back in the day who used to do that all the time. Like The early 2010s was a different era, man.
It was
A dark,
Holy shit.
dangerous, deadly era.
a triple D era.
I just realized I did like 4 jokes in a row where it was like, this thing, nobody does that. It's like, okay, what am I,
We do
a real
jokes here?
comic there?
Oh, are there jokes?
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy, man. I guess.
Yeah,
What?
what
Every
comic,
podcast.
baby?
What did you say?
What was that?
Execute him.
That was.
No!
He said I'm the Joker
No, I said
baby in a really
he's the
bad Star
Joker
impression.
I said he's the Joker, baby.
All right, why'd you need like a second take of that one, bro? You could have just fucking.
He's the Joker, baby.
Maybe the
No,
Lost episode
stop!
5 is better.
You're fired. You're fired.
Yeah. Maybe
Maybe-
we could pull
maybe-
that back up.
Yeah.
We'll let Diego dump in his lines.
No, what I'll do is I'll take my track from this episode and put it on that episode and just like see what happens. Yeah.
That'd be a fucking best.
Nah, I mean, that episode was already horribly off. Oh, I can talk about this part of it. So I got all the files in for that episode that got lost, and at some point, Grass's audio just desyncs, and by the end, he is just talking over people because he is off sync by like 10 plus seconds. And so I was gonna have to fix that, and now I don't.
I haven't touched the Audacity
Hopefully.
tab at all this
Maybe
time.
these
so I
things
don't
again.
think
You don't know.
But like, if it messes up, then I guess that's not the problem. It was something else. I have no idea what it was.
All right. It'd be funny if Grass ends up having a 4th Audacity problem.
Now,
that we have
what I
to
will
fix.
say is that like a fucking like Norton thing pop up, and I had to close it. So I don't know. I'm trying not to touch this fucking computer while we're recording because like anything apparently is fucking making this thing stutter.
Computer? I hardly know her.
I have bad habits of like when we're just talking, I have a bad habit of just like messing with browsers or checking shit all the time. When I'm in the podcast, I have to like tie my hands down so I'm not like on my
I
computer.
do
the entire
sometimes
time.
like shift tab over to Discord and back, and that doesn't seem to
See,
desync. I
for
don't
me,
know what happened with
Like,
Grass.
whenever I need to do anything, I have my, like, phone next to me, so I can just unlock it, and then just, like, do whatever I need to do without making an obnoxious noise.
Yeah,
or
I got my
doing
phone
this,
here. Like, I'm not gonna open something else, but like Discord's open, and I have been like shift tabbing.
I don't think I've ever looked anything up except for the first episode when we did the fucking definitions.
Yeah.
That's the only time I've looked something
The
up.
iconic definition discussion. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Alright, guys. I have a problem
About this podcast?
about this podcast,
Sure.
right?
The biggest problem?
No.
Oh, what the?
Okay. So, early
Sure.
on, we kind of, like, set a precedent, right?
Okay.
Of, like,
Yeah.
shitting on different people. So how have we gone 2
Yeah, what you
episode
got?
5s in a row without just, like, absolutely dumping on Dan or Grass?
Because we
I
shit
think
on
I
you
just-
last episode.
Yeah.
Well, because you
It's
say
fucked
the
up.
stupid things, and we
I
we
say
just
the
happen to
smart
jump on that.
things, and you guys are like, ooh, Star's dumb! No,
Okay.
I am intelligent.
Grass does not say enough words for him to pin a target on
intelligent.
himself.
And I react to things more than I say new things. So that's not. I don't set myself up.
Yeah, have you ever considered setting yourself up?
You gotta.
Even beyond the podcast, right? Because like we're like okay, right now in this episode, in this moment, there's nothing to dunk us on right now. But like even outside the episode, like Diego set up a dunk for him by like fucking losing the fucking audio. Like he already painted himself up outside the podcast. Like I don't even do that outside the podcast. Dan doesn't do it outside the podcast. Like we're just cool. We're awesome.
Yeah, or have you guys ever considered that it's more fun
Wow.
to tie yourself to the train track
Yeah.
and get run over by the train that is known as everyone else yelling at you?
Yeah.
You could get
like,
on
it's,
me
it's
for being lazy and not doing anything half the
Yeah,
time. When
see,
it's
we're
like, all right,
Yeah, but that's
all these
real.
episodes.
the most
Yeah.
recent thing we can own someone for is Diego losing the audio things. Like you know, well, what else?
Yeah, and we seem to have that
We
seems
did-
to have run its course, so
Yeah.
we gotta shift.
We even discussed.
I mean,
We even discussed like that episode was like a tragedy. We'll make fun of him for like 2 minutes and move on. And to be fair, it's been a lot more than
Yeah.
2
Yeah.
minutes.
It's been a while. Don't say the
Yeah.
actual time.
Dan,
look, if you got something you want to make fun of me for, you're free to go at it, Star. I'm not stopping
listen,
you.
all I'm saying is you
Dan.
need to bring in you need to lay yourself a
Yeah.
bear and tie yourself to the train tracks for once in your life.
Yeah,
What the
like
fuck is
for
that?
example, like the littering thing, I thought about it. I was like, oh, people would shit on me for this, and so I said it.
And now,
And
like,
we
in a
got,
movie,
like, a
when
whole
I saw
episode out of it,
Compo the
basically.
Cinephile, like, a few days ago, I saw, like, someone said no litter.
Awesome.
Diego.
I gotta say, I can open a little shit on me, like make fun of me corner or whatever.
Oh, no.
I have liver. I
Okay,
have liver
okay.
in the left week.
How many times?
Oh man.
Okay, what did you litter?
One, a singular time.
Uh-oh. That's like the
It was like an empty
That's,
like plastic bottle.
one of the worst things to
Come
litter.
on.
Come on, man.
That's still like
No, there's
Oh,
definitely
well,
worse
you
things
wanna
like
lie
plastic
then?
bags, but...
oh come on.
Well, there was I had a plastic bag and I stuffed it inside of the bottle and then I just
This dude was like, oh, there's a worse thing. Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
He's still making a Matryoshka
what?
doll of fucking toxic waste to throw away.
Aw. Oh. See,
You open it up and it gives you cancer. It
viewers,
just-
I just want to say, listen, tying yourself to train tracks is fun sometimes, but please don't commit eco-terrorism to do so.
Eco-terrorism.
Terrorism.
Yeah.
That's a bit
Listen,
extreme.
Yeah, Diego's a criminal. He's committing
Okay.
ecologically charged terrorist actions.
That's like his favorite.
Why
word.
do you put so much effort to saying the word ecological?
Yeah, this is
Like it takes.
Yeah,
it sounds like
you
it takes some effort to say the word ecological every time.
He's got to charge it up.
Listen, it's like saying both
What?
ecology and ecological and ecologist. The words, like, you say them so often that, like, you
What's
start to have to put
You see how
effort
you
to
just said those
differentiate them.
normal? You see how you just said those normally? Good
No,
job,
I
man. Yeah, you did. You succeeded.
You didn't hear me put the extra emphasis
Did
on
you-
ecology. Like, did you not hear that?
You always take like an extra second like before the last word and before you say ecology. That's what gets me on that. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You throw some extra sass on it.
Wait. Okay. What do you mean always? Because it's been like 2 times.
Well, those 2
Oh,
times.
oh.
There you go.
Always
Good job.
is an exaggeration. I'm just being exaggerative, hyperbolic, if you will.
Exagger? I hardly know
I
her.
won't.
That doesn't even make sense.
That's not.
Star, you
Yeah.
are. I don't know what your thing is, but you're like you're like an environment guy. You should be able to say that
Huh.
word.
Yeah, and I did.
you,
Said the word.
With effort.
you did say the word.
No, it's not
Like, you
with.
can't say you didn't.
It's not
say
with
the word.
effort. It's with conviction.
Star, you're a little goofy sometimes.
Every person must
Oh,
be cheesy and
saying
goofy to
things.
be a hero.
What?
If I were to
Pardon?
bring back up, if I were to bring
Was
back
it-
a topic from the last episode, I do want to bring this one back. Fuck space, honestly.
Hey,
Dan's
viewers, just know
vendetta
that
against
Dan is
space.
cringe, and we move on.
Move on. Fuck space.
No,
what do we
we're
need out there
moving
so
on.
bad?
You know how many valuable metals
Listen.
there are in space? You know how... Ah, fuck, I'm not moving
Oh,
on.
name one.
I'm not
Name every valuable metal from space. Name all of them right now.
Name all of them. Just look at the goddamn periodic table.
Name them. Name the space metals right now.
It's not a table I can put my food on. Who needs it?
Hey, Diego. Hey, Diego.
Yeah.
Episode 3.
Yeah.
RoboCop quotes.
Robopop quotes?
Yeah, I gotcha. I don't even agree with Dan on the space thing. Space is awesome. I just wanted to like get people annoyed.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
You would end up being the one being annoyed if you got another RoboCop quote situation. And you know full well that I will bust out RoboCop
Stars!
quotes to
No.
be.
Okay. No.
Star
Star,
is holding the
when I say
podcast
name
hostage.
them, Star. When I say name them, is like name the ones you know off the top. If you look it up, you lose.
Okay, I mean, iron, like, half the precious metals out there are, like, in meteorites. Like, come on.
Name them. Right now. You got it.
Pretty sure there's palladium in them. There's probably
Why who
cesium.
starts with that?
I don't remember them off the top of my head.
He's up there.
The Rock.
No, she's
This
not.
guy, Dwayne
The
the Rock
Rock.
Johnson.
Bochi the Rocks.
Yo, Bochi.
Me when I
Yeah, she
watch
is.
Steven
She becomes a constellation.
If I could be a
Yeah,
constellation.
exactly.
The best song from Bochi the
Dan
Rock.
would hate you
the best
because he
thing-
would be in space.
If you were a
Dan,
constellation, we wouldn't be friends because you're in space, and I hate space.
I'm literally named Star.
but
and
Dan,
yet
you're the
friends with me.
space guy.
I kind of get it.
Holy
Yeah.
shit. But that explains so much. That explains
Friends
so much between you two.
Friends is tenuous at this point. You know?
Do you really trust someone who you're tenuously friends with to handle your money?
Why are you bringing this up? That was a joke.
Bro got
Why are you
real with it
threatening my?
immediately.
Why are you threatening the money?
Okay. That was meant to be a threat to the money. That was more like to get
Homie
you to
does not
admit
actually
that you
trust you.
me.
Wow.
But like it did not.
That
The
was, like,
tone of
fucked
voice
up.
did not work out.
That was messed up.
Whoa.
Start like if he gets any like criticism, he's like, all right, I'm holding all of you hostage immediately.
Yeah.
It's like,
That one was
if you
not
ask me to,
meant
if
be
you do the
hostage.
joke, if you do a joke about the periodic table, I will hold this podcast hostage so I can name every single fucking one. Nobody can stop me. Bro, calm down.
Listen,
That's a
we've already
statement.
established
Yeah.
That is
I'm
such a
not the
statement.
terrorist in this podcast.
You're getting up
Okay,
there.
but you are one of them.
I don't think we've established like there's only one terrorist. I think there could still be a second.
No. In
Every
every
group
group,
got
like,
the
come on, it's
terrorist.
in every group. There's the blank guy, the blank guy.
Every
the
group
blank
got
guy.
the.
And if Diego's
Every
already
group
the
got the
terrorist guy,
eco-terrorist.
I can't also be the terrorist guy.
Well, okay.
Yeah, you're the hostage taker guy.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
terrorism.
hostage.
It's gonna be different.
Okay, listen, not necessarily, but for the sake of argument,
It's not. Yeah.
it is.
No.
For the
For the
sake
sake
of
of arguing
argument.
against me,
You
you're
have to
arguing
say
against
for the
me,
sake
idiot.
of
Why would you say
argument.
that?
For the sake of argument doesn't change facts. You can't just like change the facts of the universe for the sake of the argument.
that's like
Guys,
my
I-
name is really star facto. I decide the fact for the sake of the argument. Facto.
I
Perfection.
love this for the sake of the argument. Like, yeah, imagine you had 3 legs, you know, for the sake of the argument. Why would this be
Oh, I do.
important to the argument?
I do.
Okay. I've been thinking.
For the sake of the argument, let's say I won the argument.
So,
Yeah.
okay.
How do you feel about that?
I'm not
Three
thinking about
legs.
that.
I've been like thinking of something recently, right?
Penis?
Let's not bring up your cock.
No. In fact, because 3 legs made me think of like 3 arms, and I've been thinking about like, would it be like a detriment or like how much of a benefit would it be to have
Is
a
it-
third
I mean,
arm when boxing?
Is it like below your other arms or
It
above?
Depends on where it's coming out.
See,
Is it like attached to your side still, or is it coming to like your chest? Or
I
the
hate
back
that
of
I
your
know
back?
that you were watching Epo and you were like, what if this guy had a third arm?
surprisingly, this did not happen while I was watching Epo. It happened while I was like walking home. Actually, no, because I did think about it in the context of the white thing. I did think about
Yeah.
executing
Where's
that attack.
the third arm
I guess
coming?
in the context of
With
Epo.
an extra arm? Yeah, that would be very helpful for that. Yeah, I got you.
So because I was also
Stop.
thinking
The back of your
both
neck.
one if
Stop.
it was protruding from the side, but also it was protruding from
I
the
don't know
back of
how
your
useful
neck and it was
that
like a
would be,
scorpion tail arm.
That'd be pretty cool. Like,
Yeah.
I think
Like,
okay,
what, like, when
that
you're
makes
dodging your
sense,
head,
but I
the
feel
arm
like,
could pop
because
up
it's
and
still
hit
a body
from the
part. You still
side.
move it. You still feel it. You have
Also,
the
like,
muscles and everything.
It's
I
like,
feel
I don't
that
think.
would feel weird to do, right?
They'd have to block that punch so you could get under, you know?
Like,
Oh, yeah.
I get the motion, I get the punch, but I feel like if I did that with my third arm, it'd be like this is a weird feeling.
Yeah, but what if you trained at it
Also,
for
like-
years, Grass?
A person who has a third arm, growing like this, probably someone who's already dealt with it their entire life. They probably don't feel that weird using
For
it.
the sake of argument.
Why are you making the
Let's say
backstory
that.
for the hypothetical?
Well, no, for the sake of argument, let's say that this is the scenario.
Okay,
Yeah, go ahead.
who's gonna have a third arm
Go ahead.
that didn't that wasn't born with it?
Maybe you got radioactive
You-
shit, like the Spider-Man style.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's not how that works.
What? What do you mean? That's not how that works.
It doesn't
Who
work
has a
that
third
way.
arm?
It doesn't work anyway.
Star.
People have multiple arms from like extra limbs from genetic
Yeah,
issues.
people have multiple arms too.
If you have a third arm like
Who has
at
a-
your chest, you would like always have a guard up at all times. That's pretty cool.
Who has a fully functioning third arm coming from the
Like,
back of
that
their
seems
neck
way less
star?
functional than like on their chest.
Also, like the other thing I'm thinking
Yeah.
of is of like there was one irrelevant guy in Epo who all he did was like clinch people and then get like 2 jabs on them and win off points. And like imagine like if you had an arm coming out of your chest.
Shout out Floyd Mayweather.
Imagine like how easy it would be to pull off that trap, just clinch them and then just like have your chest arm like get like a few punches on them as you break it.
Yeah.
I'll stop real quick. Everyone should watch Hajime no Ippo. Watch Hajime no Ippo. It's great.
Watch Rocky.
There you
Did
Those are good
Joji
movies. All of them.
Morikawa pay you to say that?
cut it
No,
out.
not the wrong one.
We don't get sponsored yet.
Then it's not. I just said it's not a sponsorship, bro. Pay
Then
attention.
I'm doing it for free.
Yeah,
You're like, fuck
He's
you.
doing this for free.
Cut it out.
I'm
Yeah,
I'm
Diego,
not
that's all
gonna know.
you're telling me with that is that
That's
Yeah.
the-
We need money.
no. I fucking if we got money, I would ask for like a third of it
What the fuck?
at least.
Yeah, no, you would no, Diego does deserve like a higher portion because of editing.
He probably
Because
You get more.
Yeah. Yeah.
I Graz, you spend an hour a week on this podcast.
I said on like
spend a
episode
whole lot
like
more than that.
2 that I would get paid the least. Like I've already established. I'm not saying I need money. I'm saying like
I'm saying overall, people spend an hour on this podcast, and I spend more than
No,
that.
like Diego
because I
deserves a higher
edited.
share. Like, okay, wait,
Yeah,
wait,
he would
guys,
get paid
time
more
out,
than
time
everyone.
Out, time out. We're talking too much about logistics.
Logistics.
no, but this is like funny.
Yeah, okay. But with this leeway I have from my extra share, I will keep that sponsorship. That is not a sponsorship.
I should write down stuff in my notes. But we'll get to that.
All right.
Yeah.
So,
Anybody else have topics? Did anything funny happen this week to any of you?
Not really.
Oh god, I think I had to think yesterday aside from Catan and how much I hate that dog water game. But
Oh, we didn't get to that. We didn't actually.
oh yeah, you
get to
didn't
that.
actually
never got
talk
to it.
about it. You just said it's bad.
Like I don't know how popular it is in your school because that seems like fucking insane that people would be like, "This is the coolest thing ever." Like I don't think a normal
no,
person
like
would
here's
ever
the
say
thing,
that.
right? It's like for me, it's like a very much people I know across like multiple states eat up Catan.
I don't.
That's
see
the
that.
problem. They're eating a board game.
I mean,
That's
okay,
the-
I will
I don't
say,
really. I've never seen that.
I think like among board games that aren't like
Among?
the most casual ever, like the moment you take a step out from like Monopoly, like Catan is like kind of the one you would go to.
Yeah,
I
no,
think-
here's my thing, right? My entire thing of Catan is it is one of those games people just pretend it isn't.
I gotta get a thing in
Yeah.
real quick. Fuck Monopoly. Monopoly
This is
sucks.
true.
I hate
I
Monopoly.
like
We'd
Monopoly.
rather play Monopoly than Settlers of Catan.
I haven't played Catan, so I guess you might be right. I don't know, but I've played
I really-
Monopoly many times, and I will continue to play it many times because that is the world we live in, and it sucks.
I like Monopoly. I like all board games. Really, there's only a couple I can name that I don't really like.
Here's the thing, right?
The best board game is Connect 4.
That's fun.
I will wipe all of
Yeah.
you. And any viewers out
Oh,
there,
no,
I
you
will
won't.
wipe you all at Connect 4.
Star, want to play some Connect 4? Like, genuinely? I've played a lot of Connect 4.
Yeah, same. But like
All
not
right.
during the podcast.
All right, I'm done. Yeah, not during podcast. I'm just setting something up right now. Wait, remember episode 1 where we set up an entire AMQ game during the fucking podcast?
Yeah.
So yeah, we could play at some point. I'll add that to the list of board games that we play, I guess. That is growing
Okay,
for some
but yeah,
reason.
here's the thing about Monopoly, right? At least when you like sit down and play a game of Monopoly, I hope you play with people you can do this with, but at least you can like sit down and just like turn off your brain and not act like you're the pretense of like this is a skill-based game, and like everyone knows that it is just you just shit like turn off your brain, and then like an hour or two later you're out of it, and like someone has somehow like won by like sweeping everyone else because they got like one Monopoly. Or the other fun thing about Monopoly, playing against shit AI and just buying properties off them.
The
One, I've
That
not
is
really played
one-
Monopoly like in video game form a whole lot. Two, the first thing you described sounds like the most boring shit in the world.
That
I
is
think
the
you know
one
that.
problem with Monopoly, is that it just takes way too fucking long.
No, okay,
It's just no. Specifically, what he describes, so it's because that is kind of how it goes when you play Monopoly. Is that everyone sits down and decides we're just gonna go through the motions for like 2 hours until we're done, until we feel like we're done. Like no one's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do something cool in Monopoly. Everyone's just like, I'm gonna sit here and it's just gonna happen. I guess.
And here's what sucks
Like-
about Catan, Diego, is it's once you play more than a few games, you realize, oh wait, I'm just going through the motions, yet everyone else pretends you aren't. Like, Catan is, after the first, 3 minutes of the game, you are spending an hour or two just rolling dice, waiting for things to happen, and the only time, something big will happen, just like in Monopoly, is you absolutely scam someone in a trade that any reasonable person should not fall for.
So yeah, it sounds bad because Monopoly is bad, and it's like Monopoly.
Do you know
so
what?
I guess I'm winning.
I can think of games where it's going through the motions and it's still fun, like Trouble. Trouble's fun.
There's games where you go through the motion, anything that's just get to the end.
Yeah,
it's
things
I'm
at least things
entertained
like
as it's going
Trouble,
on.
Trouble and Sorry, when you absolutely demolish someone, it feels so satisfying. Even if it was just because
It's
you got
purely
that lucky...
random chance. Yeah, it's almost entirely random chance every time.
Okay,
You know,
I
there's
have,
not
a soft
a ton of
spot
strategy
for
in that game.
Monopoly.
No, are you
despite-
sure, Dan? You don't got a perfect sorry strategy, Dan?
Listen, Madagascar Monopoly, pick green, have the lemurs, you win. That's the
What is
strategy.
bro talking about? What is bro
What the
The
talking
fuck did
about?
you just
Madagascar
say to me?
version of Sorry. You pick green, you pick the lemurs, you go to town.
You know what's funny? I actually had this version of the game, but I don't remember anything about it.
It's literally the exact same as normal Sorry. You just have the Madagascar characters.
I don't think there are
Why
no
did you
lemurs
say
in
the
sorry, I
Madagascar?
promise. There are no lemurs in sorry, bro.
What
I
does
promise.
it change?
The lemurs
Well,
give you
okay,
power.
the difference, no, hold on, no. See, the reason he brought in Madagascar is now you got the mental image
Good
of
lemur
Madagascar,
impression,
you got
Dan.
the characterization of Madagascar in your head is important because it gives the character, you're now thinking specifically of that
Oh yeah, that is
Madagascar.
Fuck,
the
I
extra
retroactive-
character that adds is important.
No.
You're right. The extra character that adds is important. You're right. Yeah, Grass is right.
Fuck, I retroactively
Got him,
myself.
got him,
Fuck.
got
You
him.
did.
Fuck.
Don't worry, no one will remember that
Got
by
him.
the time this comes out.
Yeah, Diego,
No,
cut this podcast too.
Yeah, but what if someone... What if
I just
someone
wanted
binges
this
it?
podcast. Don't do
No,
it.
this one's good. No, yeah, this this one's staying.
No, this one's.
I say as if I did the last one on purpose.
Diego was like, I have to make the sacrifice, and then cuts off his computer chip or whatever.
It's computer shit.
Like computer chip. What
I don't know what the
sci-fi
fuck I'm
heist bullshit
saying.
is this? Like,
He shoots the monitor.
What?
I pull up, I punch the monitor like in the bouncer.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
What was that?
What the fuck? I hate you. No, Dan, you're gonna cut that scene in the bouncer in here right now.
Sure, I'll take it.
There you go. All right.
I
Better, I must.
Sorry.
Stop!
What the fuck? I know the whole paint a target on yourself. We
No
had this
more.
conversation, but no, stop.
We've already talked about Star's bad impressions on the
I
podcast,
don't-
right?
Yeah, we haven't.
We
gone
talked
to
about
the
metaphors,
lines,
not impressions. We did the other big one.
Star has the worst impressions known to man. For any,
Yeah.
if you ask him to try to do an impression of anybody, it always just sounds like Star
You know,
being really nasally.
I'm not
every
even gonna
time.
clarify. I'm not gonna clarify. Star, do your iconic impression right now.
Hey, Lois, remember that one time we beat up the chicken?
There he goes.
Hey, Lois,
There he
remember
is.
that one time that Rusty didn't show up to the podcast? Oh, wait, that was multiple times.
This is Star. This is every single one of Star's impressions.
Hey, that
It
was
doesn't
just Peter
change.
Griffin. Give me another impression.
No, no.
Witness the
What else do you
power
think you can
of
do?
Can you
chaos
do
control.
Lois? Can you do Lois Griffin?
That
That
is just your voice. That is.
Can you do Lois
Can I do
Griffin?
my what?
Alois is
Oh, I
tough,
cannot do
actually.
a good Lois.
Can you try it anyway?
Alois
now?
is genuinely
First
tough.
time.
Ow,
Grass can you do Mark Simpson.
That was better than your Peter. I'm really real. That's better than the impression you've done the most ever, probably.
Oh, can you do a Stewie?
Why would we just go into the family
I'm good.
podcast?
Who? What?
Dance, monkey,
Why-
dance.
Graz is the biggest Family Guy fan of
You
all
do it,
time.
Stewie?
Cool whip.
What? What?
You know, I think we got to move off of Family Guy. Hey, do a Patrick Warburton impression.
Who?
This guy plays Joe.
The joke is Joe from Family Guy / Kronk from the Impersonation Group.
He does basically the same voice and everything.
He does the same voice more or less.
Can I do a
No.
Washi Osumi impression instead?
What?
I want to hear it. Go ahead.
Okay. Wait, no, I can't imitate her without saying stuff that needs to be censored.
Jesus Christ.
Shut up, my
Why is he
dog.
coming?
Oh yeah, we have a guest.
Hey, you all should watch
What?
Yuki Una is a Hero.
Yeah. Yuki Una is a hero. This is true. This is a scientific fact. You know what? I'm gonna add a second spot. Everyone watch Yuki Una is a hero.
Yeah.
Why do you keep,
we
like,
can't just keep
sponsoring
doing free
things?
Sponsors, dude.
Because. Oh, that's the last free sponsor then.
Ever.
We'll get Raycon in to actually sign a deal with us next week.
Yeah.
We'll get World of Tanks. We'll do the math.
Raycon D's nuts.
If we ever get Raid Shadow Legends, which I hope we do because they pay out big, I will sell.
Do they
I
still
will
pay out
hand that
big?
shit up as humanly possible. They still do it. They still do sponsors. I know Count Dankulus
No,
was
but-
sponsored by them.
Yeah, I mean, okay.
No, yeah, but like I thought, like the big massive deals they were doing was like a while ago, and I don't think they do like that crazy.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Okay,
Probably not.
Raid Special Legends is like a very special spot.
Special Legends.
I said Shadow.
Bro said
No, you
Special
didn't.
I
Legends.
said Raid Shadow
No,
Legends.
you
said
did
Special
not.
Ed-
No, I said Shadow.
No, you
guys are
didn't.
gaslighting me.
No, you
You
didn't.
guys are gaslighting
There's a
me.
recording.
We
There
have this
is a
recorded.
recording, bro.
Yeah, you guys are gaslighting me.
No,
You guys are gaslighting me.
bro,
No.
said special.
No, I said Raid
I don't care.
Shadow
Star,
Legends
Star,
is a special case.
You know what? Star, I don't gotta argue this. We'll make fun of you for this next episode when we've all heard it, and you know for a fact you said.
Okay,
Shout out Raid Special Legends.
I'm not a liar. I'm a harp.
Then why are you lying right now?
I'm not a liar. I'm a harp. I'm not lying.
You're not lying. You misunderstood yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You're wrong. Yeah, you
I know
misspoke.
myself better than anyone else.
Why do you always
Well-
come in sounding like a supervillain? Like, you're
What
not
do you
like
mean,
this off the podcast. You come in and you're like, I'm the one in control here.
Listen,
Yeah.
let's face it.
Yeah.
If I didn't act like this on the podcast, we would lose at least like 20 minutes of content each time.
Fair.
Perhaps, yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
However, I'm
Star,
also
remember that
speaking
time
from
you
the
tried to
heart.
claim you don't play a character?
Your heart sucks.
No, I don't play a character.
You absolutely play.
I
a
do
character.
not play a character.
You just said you come in here with a certain attitude to like give us 20 minutes. Is not playing a character?
No, I just rile myself up. That's all I do.
You're,
I come up here and say cheesy
Yeah, you're
stuff.
playing a riled up version of yourself.
No.
You're playing a riled up version.
No,
of
that's just
yourself.
how I
Yeah, you
am.
look like
you're always wild.
You pull up a picture of a camel with the straw on his back, and you're like, I'm so mad, and then you hop in the podcast channel.
Hey, too far. Too far. Don't mention that.
Too far.
Don't mention that. Don't. Dan?
You
Look at me in the
you
eye.
pull up the rewrite anime and then you get real mad and then you go in here.
God. If my
I think I
brother
did a worse
was
thing to
not
mention. I
asleep
think I did a worse
few
thing to
rooms
mention.
away from me, I would pull an episode 2 on you again. I would pull a fucking
Holy
episode
shit.
2 on you again.
This guy's holding the podcast hostage yet again. He cannot stop himself.
It's like I'm gonna fucking do it. Everyone fucking
Don't fucking test me!
we all gotta get like a cabin like Dan has so we could scream.
Yeah.
We all gotta find like a random fucking like spots far away from society so we can scream during the podcast.
It's not my fault that everyone doesn't have their own cabin in the woods that they can just scream
Yeah, one time
in.
I tried like screaming during like while watching Sword Art Online with other people, and my roommate thought like someone was getting murdered outside. Just screaming, you gotta restrain yourself sometimes. Even if there's that primal feeling from the bottom of your heart that wells up and is like, roar to the heavens.
You're cringe.
When I'm sleeping in my parents' house, it's kind of hard to like remind myself that I can't scream in there. So I'm like, I gotta calm down a little bit. But then I still get angry, and I'm like, ah!
And then you say words that
And then I get a
cut.
text in the morning, like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
I cannot. It's not picking up on my mic, but you won't hear it on the podcast thanks to masterful editing. Maybe not. Maybe you will. But like every fucking thing in the neighborhood's being loud as shit right now, and I hope that doesn't pick up.
All right,
Well,
guys.
Motherfuckers cannot stop when I'm recording the podcast. So suddenly I'll start bringing out their pots and
Also,
pans.
wait, you can literally just like check on your like sonogram that pops up while you're recording.
sometimes it looks flat and it isn't. Let me fucking tell you. Sometimes it's just a lie. Yeah, those are usually easy to fix, like the ones that are just pure noise. But like it does kind of lie to you. So yeah. Sorry, you were gonna say something. I think.
Yeah. So
before
we're
Dan
about
went on
like
to say.
10 minutes away from like the end of the podcast, the recording, right? I should stop
Probably.
mentioning time. But so
Yeah.
I have
Yeah.
decided on the fly, possibly the least interesting topic I could think of.
I'm glad you're.
This is gonna
You
be
ever
his
hear-
best topic. This is gonna be his best topic.
What?
You ever hear the old saying, save your second best trick for first and save your best trick for last? And then we're just doing the opposite of that.
What is your
Yeah.
favorite gemstone?
What the fuck?
Emerald. No, Jade.
What makes you like jade more than emerald?
You know,
I'm
it
gonna
might
murder
be
you
Emerald.
in cold blood.
I don't know. It's not an interesting topic. We're not gonna do this.
Well, you see, because I watched Steven Universe.
No.
The according
about we
to a
get-
certain
about
anonymous
next-
source that we will bring onto the podcast eventually, a white savior and
No.
show.
And
Episode 50. Episode
I was gonna
50,
say-
guys.
yeah, next time you bring up Steven Universe, I'm bringing in.
Well, shit, the anonymous source isn't
for
anonymous
context,
anymore.
I'll bleep it. So for context, we got a friend that claims Steven Universe is a white savior allegory, and we have mutually avoided discussing it amongst each other because I am a Steven Universe fan, because we know that it would be a fucking shit show.
And meanwhile, I've been
So,
like
episode 50.
I've been trying to set this up like a promoter for probably the last like half year.
I
No, yeah,
would-
because like there was the time she brought it up, and then I started questioning, and I stopped myself. I was just like, "Nah, it's not worth. I'm not fucking doing this." And then like the next day, I joined the call as she's starting to explain it to other people, and then she just goes, "Well, no, not gonna do it."
No, I've been like bugging her in like both this server and the other server I'm in with her that I talk to her frequently in, like to start this fight with Diego, and I've been yelling at Diego to start this fight with Maria. Like,
You have not yelled at me that much about it.
I've done it like one.
You've
or two
just been a
times,
couple times.
But
Yeah, I think you're more bringing the challenge.
yeah,
Yeah.
I use yell as an
You're-
example.
You're Maria's
fine.
promoter. You're Maria's promoter.
At least record it if you're gonna do it.
Yeah, no, that's the plan.
Yeah, this episode 50.
Yeah.
Episode 50.
Yeah.
That's so far away.
I'll be watching
Bro's
from 50
counting.
miles away like a nuclear bomb's gonna drop, but you know.
I think episode 50. by the
Episode
time
50
that
might be
comes out, If
2024.
we make it that far, it's gonna be 2024.
Yeah. It also like
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Like not even
it probably
editing, just the
also
recording of it.
won't even be like
Everything will be
45
changed by
episodes away because we're probably gonna lose a couple more episodes, just like last one. No, we probably like I feel like that
Nah.
probably happen.
No, we won't. That's the one.
Like it'll probably be Diego losing it.
Nah, we'll lose 1 per 100.
Timeout.
Okay, listen.
Too much logistics.
This is not legit. I'm trying to
No,
just own
there's
him,
one
bro.
thing.
Come on.
Bro said timeout. Like, what are you in charge of, bro?
Star when someone says podcast logistics, god damn it.
Okay, I will admit, episode 5, take 1, we did go way too much into logistics. That one
That's fair.
I was like, God damn.
Yeah,
We
no,
suck
that was
today.
actually like a solid half the recording.
Can the fucking
Not-
can listeners?
And
can we-
now I will be Big Brother. I will be the
Please
1984
don't.
of the COACP
I don't want to
podcast.
like pull up my calendar and flip the page and see a picture of you. Can listeners
And his
when
lips.
you hear this one, can you leave like fan mail about like. Do you guys hate the word logistics by now? Like, do you just like hate that fucking word? Because I fucking hate that word.
Yeah.
Every time motherfuckers say logistics in this podcast,
You know
hate
what
it.
You know what I
And then
hate?
we'll-
It's when I
Starfighter.
re-listened to episode 2 that just got published for time. Just got published. It's been a week now.
Yeah.
I
Don't
say
rush
the
me.
word like at least 4 times a sentence, and it's driving me insane to listen to this.
Mhm.
In episode 1, I cut more of the likes than I have been cutting for the rest of these because I was just like, I don't care enough. So, like, it's not that important. But if you want me to go extra heavy on the likes for you, yeah, I could do that, I guess.
No, don't, because I want people to yell at me so I can cut them out of my voice, my language naturally.
I'm not sure. I know.
There
I
you go.
say-
Yeah, no, shame sometimes is the best teacher.
Yeah.
I hardly
Yeah.
know.
Oh, bro.
Yeah, we know you hardly know
That's
shame. We
true.
know this, Star.
Yeah.
I think I like type out the word like a lot, but I'm not sure if I say like a lot out loud. I'm not sure if that's a thing.
Well, you said it 2 more
I-
times.
It's part of the context.
Yeah. I'm not even gonna talk about liking things anymore. I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, that show. I mean, I would like it, but it was okay, really. You
I mean,
know.
I just say that bangs. That goes hard. Something like
Yeah,
that.
no,
I
just-
don't really say
just
I like this.
Use the
that
Twitter
much.
speak. Go! Raw! Kino! Swag!
So true.
Peak!
That shit comes.
I love. They just got into a fight outside.
Yeah, no, that would be
Yeah, I heard that
like
one.
for us
I
too.
heard that one.
Yeah.
Some would say
I don't know if you should keep that in or not, but just say my dog. Some dogs outside got into a fucking fight. I don't know what is with this podcast. It's like an alert to all dogs. It's like there's like a dog whistle going on. Where they're
I
all just like,
listen-
all right, we gotta fucking fight now.
You're like, okay, like this podcast is like the only like entertaining thing on your neighborhood. They want like free advertising on it, you know? They're trying to get on.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, oh, if Hajime no Ippo and Yuki Yuna get deals, we're cutting it. We also want some fucking
I'd rather they
shout-outs.
do. No,
Why?
I think
Do you hate Hajime no Ippo grass? I will. You know what? It's funny if I just don't explain it. If we just have them think you vaguely
Yeah.
hate Ippo for no reason. All right, good job. I think we should.
You guys wanna wrap?
What's
Right?
your favorite rap
Okay,
Yeah, wrap up.
Uh,
to eat?
Wrap
No.
up.
what?
Yeah.
My favorite rap? Is a burrito a wrap? Like, I think that's kind of the closest thing to a wrap I eat, and with any level of consistency.
Bubble wrap.
So I guess some sort of burrito. All right, let's wrap.
All right. Thank you guys for listening to the COACP podcast. Let's hope this one doesn't get deleted.
That would suck.
Remember that the show is not weekly, so
Yep.
this will come out when it comes out. But make sure when it does come out, please comment.
Please.
Please give us your thoughts. Please give us
Like, comment, and
all your
subscribe.
love.
Retweet,
Rusty will
reshare,
probably-
republish.
Don't say probably.
Rusty will probably be here next week, although we said that in the last take. So who knows?
This time I know.
Including
I
the last
will.
episode. Yeah.
I guess
Saul will be
we
here.
just gotta keep making episode 5s until Rusty's there for 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we gotcha. Bye,
Yeah, so-
people. I guess.
Comment and all that. Yeah. See you guys.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.